Hey, Shalom! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Sister Kate, Shofar Mountain. Shalom means peace, by the way. I'm wishing you peace in your day when I say that. I'm driving around. I'm doing some errands. Brother Tim is here, Solar Tim, and he is installing an air conditioner today in our cottage, which should help Pastor and I. Yes, we're still off-grid. We're using our solar. It's going to be 90 degrees a day and sunny. And we designed our house to be very weather efficient. There's windows on all sides so that the breezes can come through. But on a 90-degree day at about 2 in the afternoon, the house is pretty hot. And our plan is to just run the air conditioner during the hottest part of the day, so that we can come inside and cool off and then go back outside and get back at work at about 4. I had a heat event earlier in the week. I was out at like 1 in the afternoon working really hard down at the duck house, and I sweated, like my husband said, I sweated through my clothes. And I didn't take any water down with me, and I should have. I did have sunscreen and a hat on. But I was doing a lot of physical things, and I just got really dizzy and flushed, really flushed, probably overheated. And so it'll be good for us. It'll be important for us to be able to come in, cool off during that part of the day, maintain a safe body temperature, and then go out in the cool part of the day, which is what my 82-year-old mother does. She gets up and rides her bike at like 5 in the morning, and then she stays inside. So that's what, the important thing about our day. While I was shopping, I had an experience, and I want to tell you about it, and then I want you to let me know what you think. I was standing in line, talking to my brother on the phone to check out, and there was an older woman in front of me, and then in front of her was a young man checking out. And he caught my attention because in this store, there are like 20, 25 people of all different ages walking around. He and I are the only ones wearing bandanas. And we are wearing our bandanas pretty much identically, tied this way. I'm wearing I'm wearing a white bandana, white shirt, because in temperatures like this, white does not radiate heat. And so off-grid life, a lot of my summer clothes are light colored, so that, again, I don't get overheated. He is wearing a black one. Not only is he wearing the black one, he is wearing a black t-shirt and a black overshirt. Now, in hot weather, wearing an overshirt can be a good thing, but his are both black. So when he goes outside, his head cover and his clothes are going to make him get hot quickly. Now, I don't remember if he was wearing black pants or jeans, because it didn't strike me. But what struck me about his shirt was, it's kind of like this one, it had a short little collar. And when he went like this with his elbow to do something like scratch his ear or something, there were tatted, embroidered, whatever, net kind of designs in the shirt. There was a round one on his elbow, and he went like this, and then his elbow kind of showed, and then when he put his arm down, it wasn't as definitive. And I thought, that's kind of weird for a man's shirt. Like, I don't remember seeing a man wear a shirt at all with any kind of, like, cutouts or skin showing. I know there's some dudes who wear, like, the net shirt, but I've never seen an embroidered, like, man's shirt like that. I thought that was kind of weird. And his hair was like my hair. Now, I've got mine rolled up today, but you've seen my hair with a ponytail before. His hair was like that. He had his hair in a ponytail with a head covering on, just like me, black, and I'm wearing white. And I thought, that's just a weird juxtaposition, like, just strange. And I see things on a spiritual level too, so I was trying to discern, like, is this guy, are we representing two sides of a coin? And it was kind of weird, because when I talked to the clerk, I said yes. He asked me a question. I said yes. And then I said, oh, I should say yes, please. And the lady behind me said, you're so polite. And I thought everybody says yes, please. Anyway, was this kid representing the force of evil and darkness, and I'm representing the force of light, or is it just my imagination? So I keep looking, because I'm trying also to use discernment, but we are told to judge righteous judgment on people. So things like their appearance and their behavior, you look at that from the biblical point of view, and you say, thumbs up, thumbs down. He wasn't doing it. He wasn't robbing the store. So, there was no real clue. So all I have is his appearance, and that's what I'm going on. So I keep going. Around his neck, he's wearing some kind of necklace, and on it are two beads that are big, that are a skull. To me, if you wear skulls, you want to be either dangerous or you want to be deadly. It is a death head, Day of the Dead symbol, pirates and things like that. I don't see it as light. Now, my very modern daughter would probably say, "Oh, Mom, you're drawing wrong conclusions. This guy's just doing his shopping today, and he's not trying to put off any kind of vibe." But I disagree. I think appearances, you're trying to say something with your appearance, even if it's like, I just want to blend in. I just wear, a blue t-shirt every day and blue jeans, and nobody in the world ever looks at me in any way. I think he's trying to make a dramatic statement with his black clothes and his skulls on his shirt. And then, like I said, or maybe I haven't said it, he was also kind of chunky for a 20-year-old man. I think that's kind of, most 20-year-old men who have done any kind of activity are not chunky. So that tells me, and he had no muscle tone, so he doesn't work out. He doesn't physically do like lawn mowing or wood chopping or any of the things that'll naturally build up muscle. He's not a blacksmith or anything like that. And then I think to myself, like, in the 50s, this guy would just be so strange, because everybody in the 50s dressed up pretty well. And I'll be right back. And then I think of this young man, and I compare him to other young men I know, even like my son, or the millennial man, or brother Cody, and I see it as a waste. Like, when you're 20 years old, that should be the most active, the strongest, the most driven part of your life, and here he is, just he's got a ponytail like I do, he's got a head covering on just like I do, he's wearing skull things around his neck, he's dressing very similar to a 60-year-old woman. Now, he doesn't have a skirt on, but I don't think he understands the full potential that he has as a 20-year-old male. Am I wrong? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. All right, bless you. Shalom.